I want to take a second and show everybody why this is a good internet response. I'm going to start right up here with this part. Thank you for visiting our website, right here. You don't want to say thanks for visiting Crossroads Realty website or crossroadsrealtynj.com, because a lot of people don't realize that they're on Crossroads website. Right now they can be shopping from realtor.com, they can be on Trulia, they can be on Zillow. And so a lot of people, when they click through, even though they actually are on the crossroadsrealtynj.com site, they don't realize that they are because they've started out on another site. They could be shopping on retireoceancounty.com. A lot of people tend to get lost when they're shopping around. So if you just say, thank you for visiting our website, then they're not confused about denying that they were ever actually on the Crossroads Realty site, which has been happening. So you want to be careful about that. Thank them for taking the time to inquire about one of our listings, and introduce yourself. My name is Great Agent, and as a member of Crossroads Internet Team, everyone for these purposes is a member of Crossroads Internet Team. You don't want to say that you are the person that handles all the internet leads for Crossroads, because that would be misleading, but everyone is a member of the Crossroads Internet Team that gets an internet lead right now. So then you want to say, I'd be very happy to assist you in your property search, something along those lines, just letting them know that you're there to help them. This part can tend to be really important as a long-term resident of the community, of the area. You want to let them know that you're familiar with the areas that they're looking in. That a lot of you have lived in the adult communities for a long time. You've lived in Lacey Township, you've lived in Barnegat, Brick, wherever it is that you live. You want to let them know that you have intimate knowledge of the areas that they're looking in. You're very familiar with the community that they're inquiring about. Of course, we all are familiar with the different communities that we represent. Whatever community it is, whether it's Island Heights or an adult community, you want to give them some background information about the community. Community X, say Leisure Knoll, has X number of houses. Let them know how many houses are there. They have an active clubhouse and is a gated community. Even though they might have only asked you one particular question about the community, you want to give them a little bit more detail there. If you're inquiring about an adult community, everybody wants to know the monthly maintenance fee of the adult communities and what it covers, from lawn care, snow removal, clubhouse, pool, tennis, whatever it is that it has. Give them a little bit of information. Skipping down here, the MLS complete listing information. Everybody really wants that. Even though they're looking on the websites, on the various websites, whether it's Retire Ocean County, crossroadsrealtynj.com, those listing sheets on those particular websites don't give you all of the information as the MLS printout. So be sure to forward them the complete MLS listing information for whatever property it is that they're asking about. You also want to tell them that you're going to do some additional research on similar homes in the area in this price range, and send them that information in an additional email. What that does is it lets them know that they should be expecting further correspondence from you. It lets them know that when they see your name listed in their email pile, that they want to open those emails because it's information that's pertinent to them. Skipping down, it would be my pleasure to answer any questions you have about this community or the surrounding communities. You have to remember that people that are, just because you get an inquiry for waterfront property in Brick, doesn't mean that if those people are coming from North Jersey, they may end up in Lacey. So you want to give them the idea that you can help them with any of the communities. This is particularly important with the adult communities. People that are looking in Lion's Head may end up in Greenbrier. You don't want to feel that they have to find you don't want them to think that they have to find another agent just because they decide to look in another community. You're able to help them with any community. This part right here where it says, please feel free to call me on my cell phone or at the office at any time, or email me at your email address at crossroadsrealtynj.com. It's very important that you put that in the body copy of your letter, because what a lot of people don't realize is that as you're sending that MLS printout information at the bottom of your email, and people are scrolling through that MLS information, your contact information may appear all the way down here, way at the bottom of the screen. They may miss it. So if you put it right here in the body copy, they're not going to miss it. They'll be able to find your contact information right away. Now, I want to skip down and just show you guys for a second. This is a bad response down here. Thanks for your inquiry. I've sent you the MLS data you requested. If they've only asked you for the MLS data and you just send them the MLS data, you're not really giving them any more from you personally in terms of service than they're getting from anybody else that they've contacted. People are shopping on Crossroads site, they're looking at an average of 30 to 40 properties at a time, and in one sitting, they're contacting between 5 and 10 agents from Crossroads at one particular time. They're also going onto the Diane Turton site, they're going on Weichert, they're not exclusively shopping with Crossroads. So you need to get back to them and make them think that you have more information on these properties than anybody else has, and that you can help them sift through this information and make the best choice. If you're just going to tell them about what the taxes are on the property, if their question was, what are the taxes on this property, you have to remember they probably want to know a lot more about that property, but they just didn't feel like typing it in. When they're filling out the form, they typed in what are the taxes, they got tired, they're contacting so many people. But if you can give them more information than they've asked for, you're a step ahead of the game. And right here, if it says, if you have any questions, please call me. If they wanted to call you in the first place, they would have called you. Your phone number's all over everything. You need to develop some type of email response program to get in touch with people on an ongoing basis. People are shopping longer. It takes more time for them to make up their minds, but once they pick an internet agent, they stay with them. Hope this helps, and good luck in your work. Thanks again.